So this video is just a Python one, just to show you how to use a list as a validation structure. So in this case, we've got a list of our valid inputs that's called valid char. So valid characters, it's short for valid char, and it's H, D, L, or X. In this case, it could be anything that you've got as an input that you want to use, or something that you want to find whether it's there or not. So maybe if you were doing something to validate binary numbers, it have to be a 0 or a 1, for example. So then all I've got is your choice is input, and it's just telling people to enter a capital H or D or L or X in there. And then this is the line that does the work. So this bit here, so if your choice, which is the variable we've just got the input from, in valid char. So you can use in to find out whether something is in a list or not. So if it's in the list, then we're going to print out you chose a valid input. Otherwise, we'll say you didn't. So if we run the program and we put X, capital X, we chose a valid input. We run the program and put a G, we didn't put a valid input, and it seems to work okay for us. So we can do it the other way around. So we can also say not in, and if we said that, we could say you did not choose a valid input, and we could say, just delete that bit there, you did enter a valid input. So we've switched them around now. So if we run it again, we go for H, and so H, we entered a valid input, and D, we didn't enter a valid input. So you can use not to decide whether something's not in a list or whether something is. And in this case, we've just switched around our ideas of what we're going to output for that. But it's usually easier to think about if we just stick with what is in the list. So you did or you did not. Can we switch them back round again? And again, if we run it now, hopefully it should still work. So yeah, H is a valid input, and small s is a non-valid input. And so we've done some validation there. We've validated our input using a list of valid options.